Hey Internet, Jim from Big Robot here with a look at our mountain biome for You're being hunted. This is the latest bit of environment that we've dropped into the game. It makes a big change to some of the stuff you'll have seen already, which was our rural countryside landscape. This uses all the same sort of procedural techniques and so on, but the stuff that we're composing it from is a little different, such as this ruined village. As you can see, much less in the way of doors to loot. This is sort of thematic of the whole island. You're going to be doing a lot more hunting, a lot more sort of wilderness scavenging. But we still have pieces of the device scattered across the island for you to collect. What's happening here is that I've come pretty much straight from the start. I haven't had time to really collect much equipment. I haven't got a weapon, so I need to be really careful to avoid the patrolling hunters and to pick up the fragments of the device that I need. I can see some smoke through the undergrowth over here, so that's given me a clue that there's one over here, so I'm just going to go and pick it up as it's unguarded. If the robots find these pieces as they patrol, they'll set up guards around them, which makes it much trickier for us to get to them. So I'm just going to move down this valley, which will give you a bit of an idea of the sort of verticality that we've introduced with this mountain landscape. Tom's worked really hard on the sort of rocky outcroppings and cliffs and so on, which have been pretty tricky to do. We've also brought in conifer models for the trees to give it a more sort of northern hemisphere feel, and we're changing the lighting and so on. Obviously, you can see a farm building down there in the valley. Farm buildings and other large sort of solo buildings out on their own can often have really interesting loot, so I'm just going to head down there and take a look. If you look at the bottom left there, you can see that my vitality has dropped quite low, so I'm going to need to get some food and to bolster myself up a bit. So we'll just have a quick look in here. There's a rabbit there, but I don't have any matches, so there's no way to start a fire, but there is a flask of tea which will see me nicely through for the next few minutes. So I'm going to head round here and through this gully. Let's see a few things off in the distance there. I haven't seen any robots yet, so hopefully we'll be clear of hunters for a bit. There's a strange camp thing up on the ridge over there. We'll go and take a look at that. There's another ruined village over to my right as well, which could have something in. We'll see. We'll just head over to these rocks, trying to keep fairly low, trying not to run along the tops of hills. And oh, something there. Yes, robots in this village. The robots will come in and they'll patrol around a certain area looking for you. Sometimes they'll hang out and chat with each other, just sort of idling for a bit. As the hunt increases, as the game plays, so that the idling drops off and they become more determined to find you. So at these early stages, it's good to take advantage of them being a bit lazy and taking a bit of leisure time. So as I said, I haven't really got anything in the way of weapons, and there are 3 of those guys. Generally, your resources are so tight that it's not really worth taking these guys on anyway. I'm just going to avoid them and head up the hill. And oh, looks like they've seen me. I probably shouldn't have moved there. I'm just going to leg it past this camp and up over through the trees, and hopefully I should be able to lose them. They're going to pursue me quite quickly now, and the search routine they use is quite a good one. They'll move to where they last saw you and search that area, but they've still got me in line of sight at the moment. They can see me fleeing over the hill there. So oh, we've got another fragment here, so I can probably grab that on my way out, which is going to make quite a nice haul. So I'm just going to pick that up. I think I'm far enough ahead. So oh, maybe not actually. So they're firing quite hard there, but they're firing from a distance with shotguns. So I mean, I'm only being clipped by a few pellets, but that also means I'm now bleeding, as you can see from the icon on the bottom left. That could be quite nasty, especially if I've run out of bandages. If you run out of bandages, you pretty much had it if you start bleeding. So at a distance, those guys are bad shots, and they've got quite a wide spread, so not really taking a lot of damage from their shotguns, but now I've basically got what could be a fatal injury if I didn't have some bandages, which I do. So I think I've lost them, so I'm just going to head back to the boat and head back to the central island with my lovely haul of device fragments. Okay, that's it for now. We will be bringing you some more So You're Being Hunted very soon. Cheers.